Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. Into this video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 3 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. All right, y'all. Right off the bat, again, the market is currently pushing up right now. Is this a trap? Is this a long trap to get a bunch of bulls to accumulate over here before we see this thing roll over again? All right. Honestly, I don't really know based off of what I'm seeing here. I don't really know. What I can tell you is be very, very patient with this one. All right. It looks like it's bouncing. It looks like it is. Based off of other stocks have been beaten down currently. But I should say that day trading is preferred rather than swing trading, and trade the market based off of what you see. All right. Be very careful with the SPY. It's playing games at these moments. All right. Now, those top 3 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. That stock is Novavax. The first one is Novavax. All right. And Novavax, if we look on the daily chart, it has been crushed. It has been annihilated ever since it went all the way up to 331. For those of you who have been subscribing to the channel, I talked about this one a couple of times. First one over here at around 130-ish. Another time, again, after this news. And I kept talking about the stock all the way until up here, all right? But now that I got up here and it faded some more, there could be a bounce coming up very, very, very soon, all right? Again, this is what is this? This is a 40%, maybe 50% drop. Yeah, a 55% drop from the very top. Short sellers, if you're still shorting this thing, be very, very careful. Again, don't get too greedy. Do not get too greedy on the stock. All right. Let's see on the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart isn't looking too bad. There is some news over here on the side, but it's associated with Moderna, not with Novavax. All right. But as of right now, worst case scenario, we see a double bottom towards like 155 ish before we see some consolidation and before we see the market run back up again. All right. Because if this doesn't tank, short sellers will cover and will take their money off the table. And when short sellers cover and take their money off the table, we can see something that looks like this. All right. And then followed by a little drop, and then followed by the consolidation sideways and into the weekend. All right. So keep that one on your watch list for sure, and be very, very patient with these stocks because the market is playing games still. All right. Now, the second one that y'all should be keeping on your watch list for today, that stock is PLTR. And PLTR, that one is a buy and a hold. Again, for all of you who have been subscribing, every time I talk about PLTR when it drops to the lows, this one is a buy and a hold. We are currently at these previous levels of support. All right. And previously, it actually showed a very bullish falling wedge. Let's change it to the 1. The falling wedge is still there. It's not collapsing. It's kind of doing exactly what QS did before that bullish panic. All right. It's doing exactly that thing. It's just going sideways over here. It's refusing to drop. Keep this one in your watch list for a potential turnaround, probably over the weekend. All right. Long term, this is a great place to accumulate for the long term. All right, for the long term investors. Short term, there may be an opportunity as well, given the fact that it's been so robust here while everything else has been collapsing, like your tech stocks, like your Tesla, like your Nvidia, and your Twitter. But this one has just been holding pretty well. So keep that one on your watch list, and this one is pretty much an accumulate and hold for me. All right. Now the next one and the last one that y'all should be keeping on your watch list for today, that stock is BA. All right. Keep BA on your watch list. Let's change this thing to the 5 and let's see what is going on here. All right. Let's zoom out, and currently it had a drop yesterday. Again, when everything was tanking, it had a drop, and now Now it looks like it wants to continue back up here again. All right. There is some news associated with this one, or there's not. Yeah, there isn't any news on this thing. But like I said, for all of you who are subscribing on Twitter, who are following on Twitter, I mentioned that the money is flowing into airlines. I mentioned it on, I believe it was Wednesday. Yeah, I mentioned it on Wednesday. Airlines are very, very robust right now. While everything else is tanking, airlines are holding quite strongly. All right. I'm not bearish on airlines, and I'm not bearish on cruise lines either, and I'm not bearish on oil. All of these sectors, money has been flowing into them while everything else is tanking. All right. Keep BA on your watch list for today. There was an opportunity to buy the dip yesterday, but I don't think this run is over yet. I think it can go on higher within the next few weeks. All right. And also given the fact that the economy is like opening up, and there was some news about the attempt of getting the vac accessible to everybody by like May or something. But when things are opening up and airlines again are become more bullish, you will see some more money flood in here. We're still at the very bottom. It's still going. It's still on an uptrend. Keep this one on your watch list for sure. Right. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be covering in this video is CRM. All right. And CRM has been demolished. CRM went all the way up to 240 in a very easy fashion. It had an island gap reversal and immediately tanked all the way back down to $205. Is this thing good for a dip buy? It's been beaten down for a long time. All right. So immediately you should consider this thing for a dip buy. Could it go lower? Yeah, it could. It could. What are the chances of it going lower given the fact that money is currently flooding into the market right now, and that is set a previous level of support? Again, worst case scenario, we go sideways some more. Best case scenario, it could provide a day trading opportunity today for a move up to like 211 or 212. Best case scenario. I'm not bearish on it. I'm actually looking for opportunity to dip buy this thing. Short sellers, be very careful. Again, short sellers, don't be greedy. Take some money off the table and pay yourself is very important, because longs are actually looking at this as a good opportunity. Salesforce is not a trashy company. It is a growth stock. And let's look at it on a monthly. You see that growth right there? Growth stock. Every time it dips, long-term investors love to buy that dip and bring the stock back up again. All right. So just keep that in mind as you are trading in the stock market. The next stock that we're going to be discussing in this video, that stock is Plug. And Plug currently is at 39 bucks. I would love it to see it at 35. We may not see that though. Unfortunately, we may not see that. So, I would say short sellers, take some money off the table. Again, going long over the weekend is a risky move. Again, do it at your own risk. If you're gonna do it, don't go too heavy. All right. And also going short over the weekend is also risky because of this massive downward pressure that we had throughout the past few weeks. Again, don't be too greedy, short sellers. It looks like it wants to make a turnaround all the way up to 42.50. It really does. Watch this thing for a dip buy. Dip buyers have been very, very invested in these lows right over here. Right, every time we drop at around 37 and around 37 again, I just get pushing the stock back up. Watch this thing for a potential long again, for a day trading opportunity. And that is my very honest opinion on all of these stocks. And again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow and it allows more people get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released every single day from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. and the post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you are brand new to the market and would like to make some money in the market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be very careful out there, all right? The market is playing games. Be very careful. Enjoy the outro.